All right, property rights play an important role in an economy as well. And so we are going to compare and contrast capitalism and socialism. So I just have this written out kind of in bullet point form just to make sure that we understand a lot of the, kind of differences here between capitalism and socialism. And this is really how so each one of these are ways that we allocate, ways that societies allocate property rights. So the ways that we allocate property rights. And for capitalism, capitalism is what we call more of a market economy. The market dictates what is produced, how, like who gets what is produced, how what is produced is consumed. The market dictates that. Versus socialism is a command economy. And who is doing the commanding is the government. So the government is commanding what gets produced, who gets what, and how that gets consumed. Okay, with capitalism, the emphasis is on efficiency, making sure that we get the most output given those scarce resources as inputs. Versus socialism, the emphasis is on fairness and equality for all citizens and equality. All right, in capitalism, there's individual control of property rights, versus in socialism, there's government control of property rights. And again, I would put all of these into full sentences. I just want to make sure that I'm touching on the important distinctions and differences here between capitalism and socialism. Okay? Capitalism is based on driven by positive incentives, whereas socialism is driven by negative incentives. All right, and in recent years, there's a kind of trend toward capitalist societies or economic organization. But the other thing that I would say, probably important to kind of throw this in here as well, is that you don't really see countries that are purely socialist or purely capitalist. You definitely have some examples where, I don't know, maybe like North Korea or something, very, centrally run country, where that might be kind of an example of getting pretty close to, there's like pure socialism. But really most countries and most economies are mixed, which is just a little bit of a mix. Got a little bit of capitalism, got a little bit of socialism. And even in the United States, it's a little bit of a mix, because you do have government that controls certain aspects of the economy. And you have a lot of scenarios where companies work with the government. So you have like public and private partnerships and things like that. So, even in the United States, it's not like we are purely capitalist, because we do have, programs like Medicare and Medicaid and Social Security and all these things that, the government is stepping in some capacity. Okay, so there you go. That is us comparing and contrasting capitalism and socialism.